Hey everybody, it is Patrick 1969 here once more with a new review for the extended Mobile Suit in Action. There you see the name, Wing Gundam Zero. Very, very impressive figure. I've actually done this review before, but it was a really poor quality, so I'm going to go ahead and show it off again, and hopefully you guys will like it a lot better. But anyways, let's go ahead and start with the box and go on from there. Now, I really like the box. I enjoy it quite a bit, especially from the extended Mobile Suit in Action toy line. Of course, you get to open it and see the figure right away, and I already took it out, so hey, you can see me. On this side, you can see all the possibilities of the articulation. You also get a data sheet card right there. I already took that out as well. So all the articulation right there in the chest and the shoulders, a little bit of posing and the ankles and such, and then they show the wings and everything on. In the back, it's basically just the same thing again, talking about the Buster Rifle. And there it is with its wings, and there it is posing. And so now we can actually show the figure off. Articulation isn't too bad. You get ball-jointed shoulders, double-jointed elbows, ball-jointed hands. Upper legs are ball-jointed, but you get double-jointed knees, a ball-jointed ankle with a little bit of movement. Do you get it in the foot? No. Armor right there is ball-jointed, excuse me. You get some movement in the torso. That means there's a ball joint in there. Ball-jointed head moves like that. And that's pretty much it. You can turn the body pretty easily. The skirt armor doesn't move in the back or in the front, but that's okay. The side skirt armor doesn't as well. The wings, you get good articulation there. However, these top wings, like always, are on a ball joint, and they can be pretty easy to pop off. But all in all, it's a really good amount of articulation, and a very good update to the old MSIA version. So what good Gundam wouldn't have a number of different hands, and one just fell off, and the other ones and the others, and they're all out. So everything is falling out now, and now I have to show it all to you by hand. Anyways, one of the best things that came from the extended line are you get these really cool parts that can help you recreate scenes. This Wing Zero comes with the double handhold for the Buster Rifle, the twin Buster Rifle. You know, at the end of the Endless Waltz movie, where he's firing on the base with, you know, the beam or the Buster Rifle, you can do that. You of course get 2 trigger fingers and 2 what do you call them? Beam saber holding hands. You also get a couple more hands, which include, I hope these don't fall out. I'll go ahead and take the Buster Rifle out. Which also includes some flat hands right there, and then of course the closed fist. You get some wing segments, which I'll show in a minute. 2 beam sabers. You get the open mid-action hands that you saw on the Gundam already, and then of course the thing that this second thing this Gundam is famous for, the twin Buster Rifles, and I'll show you these as well in a moment. But let's talk about the wings. Now, the wings have always been a really big issue for this mobile suit in terms of turning it into a figure or model kit or whatever. These front wings always want to come off when you're, you know, folding them around and stuff, especially on the regular MSIA version. Those things just popped off like that. That being said, whoops, want to back up a little bit. That being said, this one actually does a better job at it. You can do a lot of articulation. As you can see, they're all on hinges and ball joints, enough to where I don't even want to talk about it too much. The back wings can actually extend out by removing these parts, as you can see. And it'll also give you a chance to look at the hinges and the ball joints and whatever. So you take these 2 parts out, and those 2 wing segments that I showed you actually just pop right in. If I can find the right place for them. There we go. Is this the right one? I think it's the right one. So there you can see it's fully extended as though he's on his way to go fly off to save Raylina or whoever. I never really liked Raylina. Oops. So that one's obviously not in there all the way. There we go. So there you go. And of course the beam saber hilts also fit into the back right there, as you can see, just like they're supposed to. But anyways, wings can fold up front, up forward. These do fall off because they are on that ball joint. Oops, on that ball joint right there. But it's never really a problem. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and show off the Buster Rifle now. So I have these separated for a reason, and I'll tell you them in a minute. But as you can see, they have their own handle, and they have their little battery pack on the side, whatever you want to call it. They can combine together, and I'll show you how that works right now. These handles just pop out. They're simple pegs. These come off. And as you can see, it's not that difficult. And you get a handle to put back in, and it's only on one side. I'm forgetting which side is, or which way is the correct way. I think that's the right way. Anyways, another peg system. And here, snap the battery pack. It goes in. And there you have it. The wrong way. There. So there you have the twin Buster Rifle all combined. A little bit of a space between the barrels, but I don't mind. It's okay. And of course you can see the scope there. The only thing that's wrong with this is when you put it in in their respective single mode, these things kind of want to pop off sometimes. At least this is the problem with mine. They're not too secure in there, so they'll pop off really easily, and so that's always a problem. You don't want to lose parts. So, but anyways, the weapons aren't the only gimmick you get. You also get a little bit more on the mobile suit itself. So let's show you something special on that. So as we all know, this Gundam does come with some weapons on itself, and those are mainly the Gatling guns on the shoulders. Now, the Gatling guns do not open up and then there they are. You actually have to remove the kind of covering and then replace them with these. So you got another little part that you might have to really keep an eye on and watch and stuff, and it's kind of hard to put them in. That's why I don't have them all the way, but there you go. You get the idea. They open up slightly, so that's always really neat to have. So anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and just finish up this review by giving you the price range for this guy. Okay, so price. And as you look at the Wing Zero with his Buster Rifle in hand, and let's not have him creepily look into the camera itself, you're probably asking yourself, is there anything wrong? And before I get into price range, I want to discuss that. This figure is not perfect. In fact, the original one, the MSIA version, was far from it. But this is an improvement. Articulation, the weapons, even the wings themselves, even though those do have some issues in itself, are an improvement over the original MSIA. That being said, the wings do come off pretty easily. The front ones, especially, when you're switching or swapping hands and stuff, they pop off time to time. Not a huge issue, but it's something you have to think about. Another thing is the Buster Rifle. We've already talked about what that issue was, but that was just for my figure itself. Other than that, there's nothing really wrong with this figure. It's really fun to have in your collection. It's a nice little upgrade as well. That being said, let's go ahead and talk price. And this guy on eBay, this is one of the few figures I'm going to say look for him on eBay, because everybody wants a freaking arm and leg for him. He's not worth as much as everyone thinks. Now, that being said, price range is going to be around $30 maybe 35 starting, to all the way up to 50. People think this figure is so expensive. It's not. Keep in mind, you're gonna, I mean, if you're thinking in your head, but well, that's what they're listing it at, that doesn't mean that's what they're selling for. I mean, I could list this figure for 50 bucks, wait a month for somebody to finally buy it, and then say, yeah, I can get that much. But if I want to make that money immediately, then I'm going to sell it at a fair price. And that fair price is usually, wait for it, $25. And I bought this figure quite a few times and sold it. And that's usually the price it goes for. Maybe occasionally I'll get a $30 mark there, but that's only when people are fighting for it. And so this is one of the few times that I say forget eBay and try and go on a message board where, you know, there are a lot of Gundam fans, and see if anybody's selling this guy from their collection. Good price, 20, 25 if it still has a box. Not a big problem. It's really worth it. It's a great addition, like I said, and it's a really great upgrade. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the review. Hit subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more later on, and I'll be sure not to, or at least try not to disappoint you guys. So anyways, thanks for watching, and just take care. Bye-bye.